I really wanted to go into radio, and somewhere along the way, one of my advisors talked me out of it. Said, you will never get a job in radio, there is no money in it, and certainly no jobs in Pittsburgh. I should have known right there that it was time to go into radio. Eventually I had to go back to school, went focused on radio entirely, got myself an internship at WDVE, and stalked the program directors until they hired me. Music is a big part of my life, and I'd love to do a lot more with the music scene in Pittsburgh and getting that a little more exposure where I can. And in terms of local bands, we have stuff that we dedicate on the X just to focusing on them, and I hope that that lifts them up and lets them know that what they're creating is worth something, it's important to people, and to keep going. Know that people will discourage some of your dreams, but if you believe in them and you can focus, they can happen.
I studied literature and marine biology, which tells you that anybody can be an entrepreneur. And I started in music, and we started our own record label, and then wanted to distribute music through technology. And so we started a technology company because no one would really pay us for our music. We definitely have a global perspective on bringing our technology to different markets, and it's been awesome to be able to do that from a place like Pittsburgh. The philosophy behind the way we work, and I think you'll find this with a lot of other companies in the region, is we love to create. The focus is on creation, making anything. We're always looking to find an opening where we can build a better experience. We have an open culture, and what that does is that allows everybody's personality to make up the culture, and it becomes an organic, breathing thing, and it's pretty awesome.
ModCloth is an online-only retailer of vintage-inspired apparel and decor. We work with independent designers from across the world, and we also get our customers involved in everything we do, including having our customers help us pick which products we actually sell on the site. I actually started running the business out of my dorm room, so I was literally shipping products and answering customer care calls on my cell phone when I was a student at Carnegie Mellon. So at ModCloth, rather than deciding on the trends and dictating them to our customers, we ask our customers what they like. We work with our designers to get samples before they've even put them into production, and our customers get to vote and let us know what we should sell on our site. Good ideas are kind of easy to come by, but actually being able to follow through and execute on those great ideas, that's where kind of the true entrepreneurs are born. You have to really build an amazing team of people around you who can help you and can not just help fulfill your vision, but help add to your vision and shape your vision. And that's something that we were able to do here in Pittsburgh.
Thread takes trash and turns it into jobs and useful stuff that people love. So we take trash from the streets of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. With partners, we convert it into plastic flake, and then it comes to the United States to be turned into actual fabric. The idea is we saw so much trash and so much poverty in places like Haiti that we figured if we could solve both problems at once, we'd be ahead. And more importantly, the Haitian people would be ahead. Thread's not a nonprofit organization, it's a for-profit organization. So we did that on purpose. The idea that we don't have to raise money from donors to have an impact. We can be a profitable business and then use the money that we make to give back to the communities that we serve. There's a ton of energy in Pittsburgh right now, particularly around things like social entrepreneurship, what we're doing. It's the greatest place, I think, in the country to start a business. And if that business has an impact on people, that's all the better to us. I realized after the earthquake in Haiti that it's not what you want to do, it's what impact you want to have. And getting the chance to go to Haiti really threw that into focus, and it changed my life.
Conflict Kitchen is a takeout window that only serves food from countries that the United States government is in conflict with. We change about every 6 months to do a new country.
We use the food as the bait to create the interaction. We not only prepare the food from that country, but we do interviews and background research and create publications that are presented with the food.
So we get to raise awareness to a lot of people about the countries that we're involved in. One of the goals of the project is to give people a more nuanced perspective of the countries that we're in conflict with. I'm always interested in how art can sort of cross genres, and at Conflict Kitchen it crosses this art boundary into this political genre.
Well, I think my motivation at Conflict Kitchen is not to necessarily change anybody's opinions or open anybody's minds, it's just to get people to start thinking.
Youth policy in the city of Pittsburgh is ages 0 to 35, so we work a lot with young professionals and college students, as well as the Mayor's Youth Council. For me, having the opportunity to play a role in the future of your city or the current state of your city is a really great opportunity. Not many mid-20-year-olds are working in a mayor's office in any major city in the country. I think Pittsburgh is a great place to start out your career and get your feet wet. There's a lot of people around here that have been doing these jobs for 10, 20 years that love to help young people and work with young people to mentor them. They realize that they're the next generation, they are the next leaders. So if you can train those leaders while they're young and fresh out of college,
Cure is we call it extra local urban Mediterranean food. We're here to be a non-pretentious neighborhood restaurant. We buy almost all of our food locally, and we focus on very classic old school cooking techniques, most of which is derived from whole pigs. Our menu is very much a reflection of the farms in Western Pennsylvania, what's available to us. We moved back to Pittsburgh basically to do this. I think it's really important for me to be here. I think this place is very much a reflection of who I am. We come in here every day to be creative and do what we love to do the best we can do it, and how it supports farming, and how the concept of writing a menu based on what's available to you instead of writing a menu based on what you want to cook. Just cooking food gets boring. It turns into a job. I'm really not capable of fitting into another mold. And I like feeling like I'm making a difference. That encourages me to come in and use every piece of the pig or use every scrap of the carrot.
I'm a professional bicycle advocate as a career, and Bike Pittsburgh is now a 6 full-time person, $500,000 organization working to transform our communities and our streets into livable, healthy, vibrant places where everyone can safely bike and walk. We're really thought leaders bringing these ideas to the city of Pittsburgh, and we're really proud of what we've been able to do in a short amount of time. What inspires me is seeing more people bike and walk as their primary choice of transportation, having fun out there, feeling safe, exploring our beautiful neighborhoods and riverfronts by bike. And it's so incredible to see it actually happen before my eyes.
Deep Local is pretty unique in our space. Because we started as an art group, we really have this interdisciplinary approach to how we get things done. So the ideas really start as a team, as a collective, and then we execute the full idea all in-house. and really about being an amateur. I think by being naive when we go and work with a technology or a piece of equipment we don't know how to use to start with and learning, we're really free to be inventive about how we can use that tool. Everyone very much is involved in doing things and making things real and physical. That's the history of the city. We don't find that in many other locations. When I walk into work, I don't feel like I'm actually going to a job. And people say this, but it's really true at some point, and we have that at our company right now where everyone really is a part of something bigger. We feel like we're making an impact in the world. All of that really comes from my background running an art group. It just happens to take place in the business world.
In my own life, I am more of a project-based learner, and there's opportunities everywhere. And how I got to be where I am today is through studying architecture and through doing different research projects. I went down, and I'm still going down this path of how we learn from our environments and how our environments learn from us. And through that has been born Assemble, a community space for arts and technology. Building community through learning instead of just in your typical school environment. Pittsburgh is awesome, and it's a great place to start things. I hope to create a safe haven for people like me so that they can continue to be weirdos and keep thinking out of the box and even beyond the box and change the world around them.